Hello and welcome back to Chef Wannabe's Life. Today I'm going to share my peanut butter pie with you. Remember, as always, the full recipe is linked in the description box below. You'll start with a brick of cream cheese, and then you're going to sift in your powdered sugar. Now, if your powdered sugar isn't clumpy like mine, then you can just add it in. Mine got a little clumpy, so I sifted it in to make sure there were no lumps. This pie is extremely smooth and beautiful, and you don't want to risk not being able to get any of these lumps out. You're going to add in your vanilla. I hope you got yours started for holiday baking. Then you're going to add your peanut butter. Now, I highly suggest, almost insist on smooth peanut butter. Chunky peanut butter will not result in the same beautiful pie. And this is not the time for natural peanut butter. You need to get your Skip or your Jif on and leave the natural stuff for later. Mix this until it is completely combined. Part of what gives this pie its amazing consistency is making sure everything is mixed and smooth, and later you incorporate some air into the heavy cream. Now let's face it, you could just eat this right out of the bowl, couldn't you? Raise your hand if you could just eat this right out of the bowl. I'll never know. But I might have tasted it more than a couple of times. I don't really know why I did this, but because I didn't really scrape the sides down well. But your guess is as good as mine. Then you add in a small container of whipped topping. I am generally a heavy whipping cream, sweetened kind of girl, but you need to use whipped topping in this. And again, mix, mix, mix until it is extremely smooth and creamy and completely combined. And just rewatching this video, I'm screaming to myself, scrape the sides. So if it's driving you crazy too, so sorry about that.
Have a very Merry Christmas. Christmas time is here.
You know why I didn't worry about getting all of that off of the beaters, right? Is everybody starting to think about their holiday baking? So exciting! I wanted to get this pie shared before Thanksgiving, it just didn't happen. So to my friend Leanne, who desperately wants this recipe, here it is, girlfriend. Now you'll add in your heavy cream. And again, I will remind you that the first line of the description box will be a link to the full recipe on my website. Make sure to follow me there. If you're not following me, it's free and easy, and you will see all of my recipes. There are a bazillion. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. And if you love peanut butter, thumbs me up. This is where you need to beat this mixture for probably a good 2 minutes. It's important to incorporate as much air as you can into it. It will result in the best pie ever. And when I tell you this is like the best pie ever, like I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It is. And don't get mad, but for the best results, I feel like it needs to be refrigerated for at least 8 hours. Overnight would be great, but at least 8 hours. You can also feel free to put this into a chocolate cookie graham cracker crust. I just used a regular graham cracker crust. Sometimes the simplest things feel like so much work, and I loathe making homemade graham cracker crusts. So I bought mine for my Thanksgiving peanut butter pie. But you do you. I didn't want the chocolate because I wanted just a true peanut butter pie. If you've ever eaten a French silk pie or made mine, I'll leave a link to that in the description too. Imagine that in peanut butter form, and this is what you are going to get. Just look at that. This will be a very full pie as well. And you may have a broken pie shell. Nobody's gonna know. You know, baking isn't my forte, so like this pie isn't necessarily that pretty, but you won't care. Get it filled up, and you aren't going to top it with your whipped cream until just before you serve, and you will have a beautiful, beautiful thing. Don't forget to eat good food. Bye, everybody.